Hi guys, this is Carol. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so just yet, please like and subscribe, and please share with a friend. So today I'm back with another video. This time we're not going to be doing any acrylic work. We're just doing some designs. I am getting ready to go back down to the Caribbean. It's going to be Carnival. So Carnival in St. Vincent. And I decided to pull out some of my old work to see if I can find some inspiration and some ideas of what it is I wanted to do. And I know for sure these two swatches here is going to make it into whatever it is I intend to do for swatch work. I may add some texture work in there. I'm not quite sure. But I know, you guys, those of you who have been following me for a while knows I like to do my pre-swatch work so I can kind of figure out where I want to go and how I put my collections together. And so I know for sure those two are going to be in whatever it is I am going to be doing. So I'm going to be using these swatch sticks. I have no idea how many I'm going to be using, but I am going to be doing a lot of swatching because I have to literally feel out where I'm going with this. And if you guys know anything about Carnival in the Caribbean, it's colorful, it's a mixture of colors, and so we're going to be using some blooming gel, and in this case I decided to use the gelish blooming gel, and it will help me with blending colors and having them run together. Some of the colors that I'll be using is Madame Glam. And once again, guys, I'm just swatching. I am not sure if these specific colors is going to actually make it on the streets, but some of these colors definitely give Carnival vibes. All right, the last two from OPI, not quite sure, but just an option of colors that I was going to be playing with. We also have some nut polish in a variety of different colors. And once again, I'm not sure what's actually going to make it in, but I'm going to be working on. I'm also going to be using this tool. It's a dotting tool, and I'm going to be using it to help me blend the colors together. So we have the blooming gel that will naturally bloom. We have the dotting tool, and I am going to be using some black liner gel from Nut Polish. If you don't have one of those, guys, get some. I love the Nut Polish liner gels. What else are we going to be doing? Yes, you guys see I've been experimenting on my own nails with a different marbling techniques. And so yeah, so I gave my blooming gel a little bit of a shake. Probably could have used a little bit more of a shake. Now, if you guys have some colors that are like literally loud, like I love this, I think it's Lemon Juice by D&D. And a couple years ago, I wore it going down to the islands. But I promise you guys, that is a very loud color for me. It screams. So I never use it by itself. I always blend it, and I've seen people wear it, and it is so beautiful on them, but I don't have what it takes to wear it just that color on my hands by itself. So as you can see right here, I'm starting with my blooming gel. And guys, do not cure this. Make sure your application is thin. A thin layer goes a long way. And I don't think this bottle wanted me to open it. Okay, there we go. Give it a quick little shake, and we are going to blend it into the blooming gel that is already on the swatch, but it was uncured, right? That's what makes the gel bloom. And because I have a hard time wearing this color by itself, You would always see me blend it either with white, black, something that will, so the color is not just a loud color by itself on me. I love putting it on my guests, but not for me. So I'm going to use my dotting tool and I'm going to be blending the polish or the gel. So note that when I put the lemon juice down, that color bloomed. The black bloomed a little bit, but if you put the black on top of the lemon juice and not directly in the blooming gel, it probably won't bloom. So I'm using the dotting tool to give it a little bit of a marbling effect. And so now, the fact that there's some black in there, I can wear this all day long. I'm just stretching the black out to the end right here, making sure that it is all the way covering the nail, wipe off the excess, and that went into the lamp for curing. And here I'm going back in with some Madame Glam. I can't remember. I'll put the colors that I use in the description box, but I can't remember right this second exactly what that was. In this case, I am putting the gel down first because I wanted a background on this one. So I put the background down and then I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And then we're going to come back and work on this one a little bit more. Into the lamp that goes. And right here, I am actually just trying to figure out what other color I was going to use. So right here, I went in with some, I needed some white, I believe. So this is not polished, pure white. Yep. And I'm also going to use some of the liner gel with that as well. So now that I've cured it for 60 seconds, I'm coming in here with the gelish blooming gel. And a thin layer, guys. Trust me, a little bit goes a long way. And a couple of them, you're going to see me put it down and I have some excess dripping off at the bottom. If that's happening, you probably have a little bit too much gel on the nail, blooming gel as well as the colors. And you may have some curing problems where after the next day, your guest might come back and say, it bubbled or whatever. So I'm just watching. It's okay for right now, but just be careful if and when you try these methods. All right, so I got some pure white there, and we're gonna put and guys, there's no wrong way to do this. Okay, just have fun if you're trying these methods, and it just gives you a little bit of option to make your work a little bit more creative. And unless you try playing with the gels, you really don't know what, to expect. So right here, I actually needed some of the white to stay solid or bloom naturally in the blooming gel without me running colors all the way through it. So I'm blending the sides, but sort of like in the middle, I'm leaving the middle to be a little bit solid, if you know what I mean. And right here, when I pull down, that's just to make sure that there is no excess on the sides, changing the shape of the nail. So here is the first one that we did, the lemon juice with black. And see, as a contrast, I can wear that nail and it's beautiful. I couldn't tell what that was, Madam, but it's Madam Glam though. I'm not sponsored by any one of these guys. I just love the products and I use them all the time. So once again, I'm going to go in here and I am putting a base down, a background on this particular swatch. Of course, we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. And here is the one that we did before. I thought that came out beautiful. Once again, we're going to go in with a base coat. And we're going to cure this one as well for 60 seconds. Isn't that color pretty? I believe this is called Hear Me Raw by Madam Glam. It's dried, and so now I'm going to put in some blooming gel on it. By the time I was finished with this, guys, I needed another jar of blooming gel. I was having way too much fun. Now, you can use whichever brand you prefer. I just happen to have that one at hand right now. And here I'm just going to draw some lines and have them bloom naturally in the gel. And you kind of want to work a little bit fast with these because they can, if you have too much gel, it can bloom right off of the, the nail or the swatch, whatever you're doing at the time. And we're going to cure that one. And then this is the second one. Back to the blooming gel. Now, this design that I did on this nail, it didn't quite do what I wanted it to do in terms of what was in my head. And after I finished it, I realized why. I needed to add some more colors to it so that it gives a different marbling look. But for some reason, I didn't add like another color and sort of like work it in. So I discovered what not to do. Okay, and I'm just feeling this one to make sure it's dry. And at some point, I'm going to go back and put a layer of gloss it over them. Otherwise, if you just cure them and leave them like that, they have a sticky layer on the top. So here we go again with the blooming gel. And I am opting for picking up the color with my little dotting tool because we're creating lines. And one thing I discovered while I was doing this, and before you cure, you're going to see on the sides here, if the lines that you're putting in here is not exactly where you wanted them, I was able to go back like right here and change them. And you can literally move the entire line. I didn't know you can do that before. Let's see if I find a situation where I did that. Like right here, I'm changing. It came out more like a dot and I'm elongating it and it will follow because it's not cured just yet. So if you feel like you made a mistake or it didn't quite come out, as long as you didn't cure it, you may have an opportunity to fix what it is you started. Very nice. You see what I mean? It didn't quite come out the way, I didn't do any smudging on that or anything like that. So moving right along, we're going to be going in with some Lagoon by Madame Glam. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Okay, and then I decided I want to bloom it first. So we go in with some blooming gel. Now we're going to go in with some Lagoon. Guys, I was having way too much fun with this. Way too much fun. And then we have some Hear Me Roar. Actually, this one is because I said so. This one is because I said so. And then there is another one that's called Hear Me Roar. They almost look the same, but it's not. And of course, I had to have a little bit of something that had red in it. And if I'm not mistaken, this was Big Apple Red. Is it? Let's see before. I know I worked with some Big Apple Red. I'm not sure, guys. Don't hold it against me, but... So right here, I'm just smudging the edges and blending it in, but not necessarily dragging it through the entire part of the blue line. And usually when I do that, one of the colors is a little bit overwhelming for me. And I just want to break it up so it's not screaming at me. Like when I look down at my nails, it's not screaming at me. And this set that I have, when it was my husband's birthday over the weekend, and green is his birthstone color. So I did a marbling and I was having so much fun with it that I decided this is where I want to go with my carnival collection. And we're going to add some, what is that color? I know it's a Madame Glam color, as you guys can see, and that was Lost in the Woods. Lost in the Woods by Madame Glam. Like I said, there's no right way and no wrong way to do these. Just go in there and have fun with them. Smudge them the way you want to. Each and every single one of them is going to come out different than the other. Now, this one, the camera does not do this one justice. After we dry it, I will remind you when you should expand, pinch and expand the video so that you can see how beautiful this nail came out. Yes, so I am playing with it, and like I said, guys, there's no right way or wrong way to do these. I'm just enjoying the process of getting it done. And then I am making sure that the sides are cleaned off just like if I was doing someone's nail. Um, yeah, and I'm so excited. I know what that one looked like when it was finished. So as soon as it comes out, I would remind you to take a closer look at it. I'm trying to remember what I did on this one, so I have to wait for it to show me. So we curing that one, and we are back to this blue, which was Lagoon. And because I said so, alrighty, here it is. It's dry now. So take an opportunity to pinch and expand on this one because it just doesn't do it justice by itself. When you're just looking at it like this, you just gotta expand it and get a close up on it. I thought it came out rather beautiful, and it has some really marbling aspects to it. So if you're having some issues with marbling using acrylic, just marble with the gels. And so now I'm just going to go in and put a top coat on it. Otherwise, it will be sticky to the touch. And I put a top layer of gloss it on it. And then I'm going to put it back in for another 60 seconds and let it cure completely. And oh, I just thought it was. Anyways, I'm biased to my own work. So you tell me what you think about it. And is it something that you would love to try, or is it something that you currently have in your toolbox that you use? So we put a base on this one, which is the lemon juice, and then I'm gonna put a layer of lumen gel on there, and then let's see what we do with this one. Okay, we're gonna go in with some Lagoon by Madame Glam. And we're gonna go in with the liner gel in black. Now, I don't know if you all have any issues with your liner brushes not staying. It just kind of get melty. I'm not sure why it does that, but it still works. And I'm just gonna swirl this around. And in some cases, I like to leave a little bit of the solid color. This is another one that you need to pinch and expand. That came out rather gorgeous. Now, I don't know about you. Currently, I have all 10 of my nails um, marbled, and I would not normally wear them like that. I was just practicing on myself, different marbling technique. And let me tell you something, I end up falling in love with it, even though all of them are really random. I think, though, if I had done some contrast work, they would have looked even better. But I'm actually enjoying the work I did. Um, for those of you who follow me, knows that I don't like matchy matchy, and doing the swirls allows me to keep my nails similar but not matchy. Each one of them is just different. So, like most of you know, I do not regularly, I don't put charms on my nails because I do shampoo my clients' hair and it will cause me to pull the guest hair. So I'm always looking for different ways to make the nails still look fun without hurting my clients. This was another one that I thought came out fabulous. By the time we dried it, by the time we cured it and put a glosset on the top. Oh, it's beautiful. So that one goes to cure. This video is going to run for about another 7 minutes. Actually, more like 12 minutes. I'm trying to put some work out here, but not make it too long. But I tell you guys, I was having fun. And it sort of like opened up my mind to so many more things that I can do. I love swatching. At the end, it's going to have a photo shoot. At the end, it's going to have a photo shoot where I also included some contrast work. So when we get to that point, I hope you will enjoy it. Please drop in the description box what do you think about some of the results we got. And if you can't wait to see me actually go from the drawing board to the sidewalk with it, someone actually wearing them. This was another one that I thought came out really, really good. There's no right way or wrong way, just do it. And also it's blooming on its own, so that gives a random look to it. And then I am manipulating the black. Gorgeous. Okay, and here are the ones that are coming back that we did earlier. Oh, pinch and expand and enjoy this, guys. Um, Let me know what you think about it. I obviously think that they look good, but if you have some tips and tricks that I can employ when I'm doing these, please let me know. And of course, that's just some glosset on the top, so it's not sticky. So that goes to be cured. Some more blooming gel, guys. I'm telling you, I'm having so much fun. Now, if you have a brand of blooming gel that you use, please let me know. I believe in my collection, I have that one was gelish, and I may have D&D and not polish. Let me know what your favorite blooming gel is, and maybe I'll try it. So I want to control how much of the black goes in there. So that's the reason why I'm just dotting it on there, and I'm creating some lines. I'm just trying anything that will, you know, make them look cute. And as you notice, if I touch it, it gets a little white in there, and I'm swirling it around because what I'm trying to do is not make every line the same. I want it to be random. So technically, it's changing the color each time we go in there and add some color to it. And remember earlier on, we talked about if it's dripping off the end like that, it's probably too thick. Yes. Guys, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just trying something. We're going to cure that one. And now we're going to take a look at... Oh, at this point, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I can do so much with these right here. Yes, I can do so much with them. I'm taking a good look at them. Pinch and expand it, guys. Tell me what you think, please. So we're just going to lay these down right here. And I'm going to work on some contrasting ones. So that's where we are so far, just blending different colors. Like I said, it's going to be carnival, and I'm looking for collection that we can do that would match costumes. This one, I believe I'm just going to do maybe blue and white. I guess not. So these went down a little bit thick. So try not to put it down that thick. If you're doing this on someone's nail, you don't want to have curing issues. But for right now, I'm just playing. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This is going to be red, white, and black. Definitely a little bit heavy-handed on this one. And you want to get them into the lamp quickly because the longer you hold it down, gravity is pushing on it, it's changing shape. If that's what you want, that's fine. But yeah, see, that was just way too much product on this one. But nonetheless, I was able to cure it well. And what do you guys think about my nails? My latest obsession. I'm really feeling these right here. There's a few favorites I have in there. These are among a few of the favorites that I have. So now that this one is out of the lamp, I'm going to put a top clear coat on it and cure it again for another 60 seconds so that it's not sticky. And if you're working on a guest, of course, that's what you're going to want to do. And you guys know in the past, I use a lot of eye gel top coat. My new favorite is Gloss It. All right, guys, so here is a display of the ones that we just did. Close up on those so you can see how exciting and fun those are. Here they are displayed with some contrast colors so that you can give your guests some options. And when I put these on a ring, I'm going to put it with the contrast colors. And yeah, totally excited about the result. These were beautiful. I like the blues. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.